work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Work. Alright, we figured it'd be easier this year to do weekly updates via video. I think the league is a lot more balanced this year. Josh?
Yeah, definitely. We got rid of some of the slackers, people that didn't start their players, and some of the people that didn't even show up for the draft. We got some newcomers in here.
Yeah, we got 2 new people here for anyone who doesn't know everybody. Yeah, Purdue takes over for Matt's roommate's friend or whoever it was, but he walks into a LeSean McCoy and a first overall pick.
Yeah, horseshit. Which
he obviously used to choose Tom Brady. We had somebody quite upset about that. His name would obviously be Sean Wilson. He thought that Tom Brady belonged to him, when in all reality, if anybody had Tom Brady, it would have been Woe, because Woe should have picked Tom Brady last year, but he didn't in the first round. He literally fell into Sean's hands. But this year he falls into Purdue's hands.
Let's take a look at Purdue's team.
And he took a Julio Jones from me. I really wanted a Julio Jones.
Yeah, and a Jordy, who's going to be good this year.
Jordy Nelson's a toss-up. I hope he gets some balls thrown not his way into Greg Jennings.
But for Matt, however, if Tom would happen to go down, God forbid, if Tom would happen to go down, his starters would be Alex Smith and Sam Bradford, which instantly puts you in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, Purdue, his team is, like we said, Julio Jones. Everybody knows he's going to start breaking out. Mike Wallace, speedster. Jordy Nelson. His receivers are stacked. LeSean McCoy. Jamal Charles is questionable. But he's got Aaron Hernandez, who everybody thinks is going to be the new Gronkowski. Probably will be. And he's got some solid bench spots. He stacked his running backs on the bench. I think a big drafter is Woe. Woe's in his second year of fantasy here, and we had some laughs last year with Woe.
Took obviously a few less Jacksonville Jaguars this year, although he does have Blackman in his flex spot right now, which I think could be substituted for Sidney Rice or even Sean Green right now, but that's his call.
But, obviously kept Calvin Johnson, which is a monstrous pick. It's quite a rarity when a wide receiver is ranked in the top 5 in the league.
He also picked up Jay Cutler with the new Vamp Bears offense, and Brandon Marshall, I think he's going to be raping this year, so that'll be good.
Now, he's got Phillip Rivers. Austin did not approve of Phillip Rivers last year. I think he's still a good quarterback. He was still a top 10 quarterback last year, even when Austin didn't approve of him. Loses Matt Stafford, though, which, if you played in the league last year, which 8 of us did, if you went up against Woe and Stafford and Johnson, neither of them was on a bye, you might have lost.
50 points a game.
Because even with the laugh riot that was Woe's team, he did tear off like 5 straight at one point because of Calvin and Stafford. And actually, that's one of the reasons that Sean drafted Stafford. He said, quote, "We can't be having that again."
The newly dubbed Super Epic Horse Montage, the defending champions of the TMA Football League.
Yeah, this is our winner last year. Regardless, he is the defending champion. His team, as everybody knew, was ridiculously stacked. More so stacked out than even Purdue's is this year.
He does have Brandon Marshall now in Chicago with Jay Cutler. Like I said, that's going to be a good team. Deshaun Jackson back and happy.
Used a high pick on Jimmy Graham there. What was it, a second-round pick?
Yep. The bench is a little tweaky, a little shaky down here on the bench with anywhere from 11% to a 3% start. But
defending champions, we're trying to say, they're not coming into the league with a guaranteed beatdown again this year. But he's still good. Still good.
Main topic of discussion right here that needs to be addressed immediately.
In a laughing manner, yes, but there's a serious,
very serious,
serious notion behind what we're trying to say here, and that is Sean Wilson. His team name is Hummingbird Heartbeat. If you read the post that Austin had, he laid out exactly what it is. It's a Katy Perry song about sucking cock and swallowing semen. I personally wanted to give him the cup treatment. If you don't know what the cup treatment is, I know a few of us here, Josh knows what it is, Sean obviously knows what it is, but let me tell you what the cup treatment is. The cup treatment is I will take a crap into a cup and I'm going to pour hot water in it, stir it up, and I'm going to fill it up, leave about that much of the cup, like a Taco Bell large cup. Leave a little bit of it so I won't spill it on myself. And I'm going to place it on the hood of his car, at which point I will take a bottle of water, like this right here, and I will fill the cup the rest of the way up to the brim. So that leaves two options. You can take the cup and just knock it over and wash your car off and be pissed. Or you can try to remove the cup and guarantee you're probably going to spill it on yourself. So either way, it's lose-lose. And that's what Sean deserves.
Yeah, absolutely.
He lost last year to who we just talked about, Cardi. And he lost in a funny manner. He lost. Tony Romo went out, final game, 0 points, still had a chance. And Breeze connected with Sproles to end his season. Now, which is hilarious, but I say this because talking to Purdue wants to lay the hammer to Sean, wants to just absolutely obliterate him in week 1. And he found lots of humor in how Sean lost the championship last year. He's a big loser. He's pissed about the Tom Brady thing, and he's not. He might change his tune if he wins a couple of games, but he left this exact room on draft day. He left the room not pleased about his team.
But I will say, what he lacks in quarterbacks, he does have very good wide receivers in Wes Welker and Andre Johnson and Eric Decker, who might end up raping.
Of course, everybody knows he has Arian Foster. He talks about him like he's the savior. Nothing against you, Arian. If you break a knee, I won't be unhappy.
After Arian Foster, nothing much else to speak of on this squad. We'll just...
he's got a Doug Martin. He might have 6 wins. We'll give him 6 wins.
He might even drop from the league. We might have to get a mid-season replacement.
He threatened to drop from the league regardless, at least 3 times before this started.
100%. He was crying a little bit about some things. He got his way on everything except for one and still almost left the league. But we got him. We got him here, and hopefully everybody can give him a relentless anal pounding this year.
I really like my new team name. I was a big fan of the Dardanelles, but... not everybody gets the mixture between history and football, so this year I just went straight for the throat. The son of a bitch bastard. It's a quote from one of my favorite movies, Dirty Work, and it also kind of encompasses me. I'm a son of a bitch bastard in life.
Fitting.
This guy here is too, but I got the name.
You did snag a Jacob Tammy though, who I think will finish probably in the top 5 to 10 in tight ends this year with Peyton Manning. He loves him. I think that'll be a good pick. Michael Turner probably going to be solid again, but it's your flex running back, so it's still...
That's a flex spot. My keeper is a flex spot, by the way. Bear that in mind. Definitely had the weak spot on the keepers. I got some good I got a good receiving core here. Greg Jennings, he's going to get at least 9 or 10 touchdowns tossed his way. Brandon Lloyd.
Let's not forget about the star of this team, the leg. Everybody knows the
Sebastian
Janikowski.
I was worried I wasn't going to, and then the way that Austin fucked the draft up, I got the leg first pick, and I was worried somebody was going to steal him from him, but he literally won me a game last year. There was one game where he had, he had 5 field goals. I think 4 of them were 50-yarders. I don't remember who I was playing. Maybe you.
Probably.
I don't know, but the leg beat somebody.
Crazy draft.
Leg beat someone by himself last year.
Crazy enough draft. 10 kickers drafted in the first round. Scobie went to 3rd last year, 1st this year, so... Crazy.
A year in the making, Peyton Manning.
Had Peyton Manning on my team, would not go on IR, so he had
livid pissed all year last year.
He rode the pond for me, and now he's going to get his time to shine. He better pull through. Snagged a Mike Vick up.
Taking the game on Vick.
Please don't break any ribs. AJ Green, that's a solid wide receiver. Percy Harvin.
Stole him from me.
Antonio Brown, I think he'll compete against Mike Wallace. He'll be good. DeMarco Murray's the question mark at running back, but he could break out, have a good year.
DeMarco Murray had one game, I think he rushed, 225 yards and 3 touchdowns. I think they're basing his starting position off of that, but I don't know, it could pay off. Got Baltimore D.
As of just finding out now, Kellen Winslow is cut. He's on my team, he's been cut. So I need to definitely get on here and do something with that.
You know what it is, it's very stupid. But this year, hands down the winner. A nod to one of the funniest shows of all time, and just a good overall name. Now your team... I think you have a good team. I don't know if it's as good as last year, but last year we thought, at least me and Josh, I know, and Sean, after the draft, we were scared to play you. We thought he's the winner, guaranteed.
You went on the Schneid.
And you went 0-6 or 0-5
on the Schneid.
So, who knows? Hell of a receiving core. You got Larry Fitzgerald and Roddy White. I don't even know how that happened. And obviously you got your keeper, freaking Ray Ross. Ray Ross, there's 5,000 points.
Tony G, he's always solid.
But you got a good team again. Who knows? Maybe you won't start out 0-6 this year.
Let's talk about our last newcomer who took over Trevor's team. This is Seth's friend Brandon. He took over the last second. Appreciate it. Took a spot. Trevor backed out on us, so he came in. He inherited Eli Manning from Trevor's remainder, and he ended up grabbing Cam Newton from Seth's old team, which is probably a really good pick.
And we know he was a good pick last year with the last pick of the draft.
Yeah, we know that story.
I don't think he inherited as good a team as Purdue, but who
Pretty
knows?
good squad.
Anything happens. Got one last team I think we haven't talked about, and that is
We haven't talked about the commish.
Yeah, our last team, the
Talk
fucking
about the
commish.
commissioner.
I do like your name. Actually, if I had to pick a top 3 name, it would be me, in no particular order. Me, you, Austin, and Glockner. Actually, I give Glockner number 1, but you and I are up there.
First thing that stands out to me is when I brought the team up on the screen was Carson Palmer.
Yeah, but you got a Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub, if he has a healthy Andre Johnson, can just throw bombs all year. And he can obviously dump passes to Foster. Let's cross our fingers he doesn't dump all the passes to Foster. Let's let him air them all out to Johnson. Got a Darren McFadden, if he stays healthy, could be a monster.
Chris Johnson.
That was your keeper.
Chris Johnson, another question mark, but probably going to be good this year. Hopefully.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry, we can edit that out. Also, Antonio Gates, and then a Reggie Wayne, who's always pretty solid. He's got luck throwing the ball now. He'll probably...
Antonio Gates could be huge because Vincent Jackson's gone, and even though he is like 55, if he can stay healthy, he's obviously Phillip Rivers, your number 1 enemy, his favorite target.
And like most teams, the bench is just a few backups.
A little watered down. I'm looking at a Danny Amendola. That is not good. But that could have been a 16th round pick. Who knows?
So let's go ahead and make our
That's
picks. That's pretty much all the teams. We'll go on now. We'll make some. We'll check out the weekly matchups and we'll both make our picks. See who we think's going to win.
Here.
All right, let's go with the first matchup of the week for a pick. Myself laces out against the Doo-Doos. I want to obviously say myself, but I have to.
I'm going to give you the nod too. I think you've got the matchup. I think Peyton's going to come out firing against the Steelers. I hate to say that, but I think he's going to come out and show everybody that he is completely fine.
Yeah, I think
you take him down.
I'm going to give myself the nod. We'll move on to the second game. Ashy to Classy Seth against Woe's Prodigious team. See, for this game here, I gave the nod to Seth, Ashy to Classy. I think he's got Aaron Rodgers playing San Francisco and Matt Ryan playing Kansas City. I think that outdoes Phillip Rivers and Jay Cutler, but you never know.
I'm going to actually give this to Woe. I think Calvin Johnson playing against the lowly Rams is going to come out. I don't know if anybody heard this. Calvin Johnson came out with a claim. He said he is going to try his hardest. He wants to catch 100 yards every game and break the touchdown record this year.
We'll move on to the fucking commish and Myrtle Beach Mermen, Battle of the Great Names.
Battle of the Names.
This is going to be a pretty tight one, I think, but I gave the edge to Myrtle Beach Mermen in this one. I picked them to win this week.
I'm going to give it to the Mermen just because I felt bad for his 0-5 skid. I think it's dead even, but Mermen, you get it because of the name.
I won't say this name, but Sean Wilson versus Shea Bush, Feeling Breeze. This one, I'm going to have to go ahead and give it to Cardi for obvious reasons.
That's Purdue's team.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to go ahead and give this one to Purdue for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Purdue, not because my disdain for Sean and his name, but Purdue's got a stacked squad. I think as a forerunner to win the league, who knows what happens, but I think Purdue's the heavy favorite right now.
All right. No matter who Sean was playing here, I was going to give it to them because of that name. Last matchup, we're going to go to the Horse Montage versus the Son of a Bitch Bastards. Hate to do it, but I want to have to give the edge this week to the Horse Montage. I think he's got too much firepower this week, and the matchups just don't fit. I think Horse Montage takes this one.
Yeah, this is my lowest. Now, like I said, I don't believe in projected points, but this is my lowest projected points of the year. I'm going up against the defending champion. I'm actually going to give the nod to him, and I'll be pleasantly surprised if I win. But I just don't think they add up. I think he comes out firing on all friggin' cylinders. That's going to do it. That's all we're going to do. And the videos won't be this long from now on. We're just going to do our weekly picks. Maybe talk bad about Sean.
Antics.
Yeah, we'll probably add in some actual footage from, we watch the games at Josh's house every Sunday.
DirecTV.
Me,
FL
him, Sean, Seth wants to come. Austin's probably going to come in. So there should be some pretty good live footage from the games because I didn't talk to Josh for at least 3 straight weeks at one point last year. So
Because of Marcus Colson.
Should be good. It should be good.
Touchy.
All
And
right.
I guess we're going to wrap it up. We'll see you next time.